I'm going to show you exactly which projects are perfect for a complete beginner, the kind you can start in the morning and literally hold in your hands before the day is over. I've been crocheting for a while now, and when I think back to when I first started, the biggest mistake I made was trying to pick projects that were way too hard. I'd find something cute online, try to follow the pattern, get lost somewhere in the middle, and just give up. And that feeling of giving up on something you were excited about is the worst, so I want to save you from that. The projects I'm going to walk you through today are genuinely simple. They're fast, they're satisfying, and they're actually useful, not just decorations that sit on a shelf. But here's the thing, a lot of beginners quit before they even get going because they feel like they're constantly messing up. They drop a stitch, lose count, or the edges come out wobbly and they think they're just bad at it. But honestly, that's not a skill problem, that's a project choice problem. When you pick the wrong project for where you're at, you set yourself up to struggle. But when you pick the right one, everything clicks. You finish it and suddenly you actually want to make another one. That momentum is everything. So let's talk about what makes a project beginner-friendly in the first place, because I think this is important before we get into the actual list. A good beginner project has a few things going for it. First, it uses a small number of stitches, ideally just one or two. The fewer stitch types, the less there is to mess up. Second, it works up quickly. You don't want to be working on the same thing for 3 weeks while you're still learning the basics. That kills motivation fast. Third, it should use a chunky or medium weight yarn and a bigger hook, because smaller hooks with thinner yarn are genuinely harder to see and work with. And fourth, and this one matters a lot, it shouldn't have complex shaping. No weird decreases, no intricate color work, no hard joins, just something clean and simple that lets you practice your stitches and build confidence. Okay, so now let's get into the actual projects. The first one is a simple dishcloth or washcloth, and I know what you might be thinking, that sounds boring, but stick with me, because this is honestly one of the best things a beginner can make. Here's why. A dishcloth is flat. It's just a square. You're working back and forth in rows, doing the same stitch over and over again, which means you get a ton of repetition in without it feeling tedious because you can see the thing growing right in front of you. It also doesn't have to be perfect. A slightly uneven edge on a dishcloth looks handmade in a charming way, not in a "this person doesn't know what they're doing" way. Use a cotton yarn for this one, something like a worsted weight cotton, and a size 5mm hook. Cast on somewhere around 20 to 30 chains, depending on how big you want it, and then just work single crochet across every row until it's square. That's genuinely it. You'll be done in a couple of hours. The second project is a simple tote bag or market bag, and this one is a little more ambitious, but still doable in a day. The trick here is that you want to work with a bigger hook, something like a 6mm or even a 7mm, and use a thicker cotton or cotton blend yarn. The reason bags work well for beginners is that a basic rectangular bag is just a rectangle that gets folded and seamed on the sides. You're not shaping anything, you're not increasing or decreasing, you're just crocheting rows. If you want to keep it really simple, you can do the whole thing in single crochet, or if you've been practicing for a little while, you can try doing it in half double crochet, which goes a little faster and gives the bag a slightly airier look. The handles are just long chains that you attach at each side. This project takes maybe 3 to 5 hours depending on how fast you work, and when you're done, you have a bag you can actually use. You can take it to the grocery store, use it at the beach, stuff it with other bags in your kitchen drawer. It's functional and it feels really good to make something practical. The third project is a simple headband or ear warmer, and this one is probably my favorite on this list because of how fast it goes and how immediately wearable it is. A basic headband is just a rectangle that gets joined at the ends, and you can knock one out in under 2 hours if you're using a bulky yarn. For this one, I'd suggest a size 6mm hook with a bulky or chunky yarn, something soft like a merino blend because it's going to sit against your skin. All you do is chain enough to get the width you want, usually around 4 to 6 inches, then work rows of single crochet or half double crochet until the piece is long enough to go around your head, and then join the two short ends together. That's it. If you want to make it look a little more polished, you can add a twist before you join the ends, so it looks like it has that folded, gathered look in the middle. It costs nothing extra to do, and it makes the finished product look way more intentional. The fourth project is a simple phone pouch or glasses case. This one's great because it's small, so it goes fast, and it teaches you something really important, working in the round. A lot of crochet projects use in-the-round construction, and getting comfortable with that technique early on will open up a ton of projects for you later on. For a phone pouch, you start with a foundation chain that's roughly as wide as your phone, and then you work around it in a continuous oval, building up the walls of the pouch row by row. You can make it as tall as you need it to be, and then at the top, you can either leave it open, add a simple button loop closure, or crochet a little flap if you want it to look a little more ambitious. It takes maybe 1 to 2 hours, and it's genuinely useful. Everyone needs somewhere to put their phone, and a crocheted case is soft and protects the screen. Use any medium-weight acrylic yarn for this one. Acrylic holds its shape well and is very easy to work with. The fifth project is a mini pouch or coin purse. This is similar to the phone case in terms of construction, but even smaller and quicker. You can literally make one of these in under an hour once you've got the hang of single crochet in the round. All you need is a small zipper. You can grab one from any craft store or even reuse one from an old bag, some medium-weight yarn, and a 4 or 5 millimeter hook. Work in the round, building up the body of the pouch, and then hand sew or carefully slip stitch the zipper along the top opening. These make amazing gifts, by the way. They're small, personal, and people love getting something handmade. You can make a batch of 5 or 6 of these in a single afternoon, and they look way more difficult than they actually are. The sixth project is a simple scarf or cowl, and this is a classic beginner project for a reason. A straight scarf is literally just rows of the same stitch repeated until you've got something long enough to wrap around your neck. There's almost nothing that can go wrong. If you want to level it up just a tiny bit, try making a cowl instead. A cowl is basically a tube that goes around your neck, and because it's shorter than a scarf, you finish it much faster. You join the ends when you're done, and it just sits around your neck as a loop. Use a bulky or super bulky yarn for either of these, because thicker yarn means fewer rows, which means less time, which means you'll actually finish it. A simple scarf and bulky yarn can be done in an afternoon, no problem. Now, let me say something real quickly before we move on. You're going to make mistakes. Your stitches are going to be uneven at first. Your tension, which is basically how tightly or loosely you hold the yarn, is going to be inconsistent. Your edges might not be perfectly straight, and here's the thing, none of that matters. Every single person who crochets now was exactly where you were at the beginning. The only thing that moves you forward is making the project. Finishing something, even if it's not perfect, teaches you more than reading 20 tutorials ever will. So pick one of these, grab your hook and yarn, and start. One more thing that really helps beginners is understanding that crochet is very forgiving compared to knitting. If you make a mistake, you can just pull the yarn and unravel right back to where things went wrong. There's no dropping needles, no losing loops, no complicated fixing process. You just frog it, which is the fun term crocheters use for unraveling, because you rip it, and start that section again. It takes pressure off knowing you can always undo it. Also, if you're not sure what yarn to start with, go for a smooth acrylic in a light or medium color. Avoid anything fuzzy, textured, or